Hey, I always struggled with acceptance. And I was always scared about how other people saw me. Okay. So much so that growing up, I basically lied about who I was because I had a really, really deep fear that people wouldn't accept me for who I am. So much so that I masked who I really was. Actually, I don't even know if I even knew who I really was this whole time. And basically, growing up, I struggled with that. That was probably my biggest anxiety was acceptance. So growing up, I would say the stupidest shit. I'd say the stupidest, the most cringiest things you could think of, just to get some attention, just to stand out, and to especially growing up too, where that humor was, people hadn't gone out of it yet. I thought, okay, well, saying these big buzzwords and having a big voice makes me cool, right? I really wanted to fit in, and that was my big thing. And now that I'm turning 25 in September, I'm grown man. I always look back at my childhood and even my teen years, and I always look back at that, and I have a lot of regrets because that's life that I can't get back. I'm 20. I'm turning 25. I'm gonna be 5 years. I am 5 years from 30, and I wish I could go back in time and tell myself to love myself at that time, to appreciate and accept myself, because I would have maybe had a more realistic, a more, I guess, a less stressful school life, because I really didn't accept myself and I was afraid everybody else wouldn't. So I pretended to be somebody that I'm not because I was scared, just extremely scared. And if you're somebody that is struggling with what I struggled with, this is obviously going to be cliche, but please, just love yourself, right? You were wired for a reason. Everybody is wired differently. Nobody's wires are the same. Sure, every human being is the same in the sense that we all have two eyes, a set of hands, set of arms, set of legs, nose and a mouth. But that's basically about it, because everything else is different. And we have to learn to accept that, because we only have one life. And we can't live life not loving who we are. And I know that's easier said than done, but in time, I just realized that it's silly to keep with this mindset, because I am who I am. And no matter how much I tried to mask who I was, no matter how many buzzwords I tried to say, no matter how, just now where I'm at, I just look back at it, and I sometimes I'm just cringed out at the things I did, but it's like we only live one life, and I don't have time to hold up a flag, and the flag saying, please love me, please accept me. I'm going to be who I am, because when I die someday, God dang it, that's what I'm going to be proud of, is that I walked the trail that I wanted to walk. And I hope that all of you feel the same way, or will feel the same way, or watching this video needed to hear that, because you cannot let other people tell you you're not beautiful, okay? That's just words, that's hearsay. You're wired for a reason. We are all wired for a reason, and that's not fair, okay? All because you may not fit the grain, the cookie cutter that I guess is what's expected of you, doesn't mean that you're not special. Doesn't mean that you're not cool, that you're not amazing, that you're not awesome, because you are very awesome. And you should be able, I shouldn't even have to tell you that. You should be able to tell that to yourself. So that's all I wanted to talk about. Just kind of a more personal talk with acceptance and loving yourself. Okay. Something I struggled with most of my childhood, and I hope that you guys can remember to yourselves too. This has been TSW signing off. Peace.